There's a new effort in the Fargo-Moorhead community to keep college students around and help with the community that's thriving. It's called Campus FM, and it's all about making sure that students feel home with the resources and get the retaining job.
Absolutely.
So, Fueling Our Future, Joe and Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So tell me a little bit about Fueling Our Future and how you're involved.
Sure, so Fueling Our Future is a 50-50 partnership between the Chamber and the Economic Development Corporation, really focused on issues that no one organization in our community can solve, kind of call them big rock issues, and obviously workforce development is certainly one of those.
Yes, most definitely. So Joe, what is your intricate part in Fueling the Future?
So in the fall of 2019, Campus FM was born as a program initiative funded by Fueling Our Future. And the idea is, like you said, is to really think about how do we engage college students in the Fargo-Moorhead community in a way that they say, hey, I want to launch my career here. There's so much potential in our community, and we're realizing that college students, they just see the tip of the iceberg. So we're trying to help them make sure that they understand all that can be in Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo.
Awesome. And one of the main components is networking. So describe how you guys create that and cultivate that.
Sure, well, I'll let Joe go deep into the discussion on that, but there's a lot of things that we in the community as leaders have to realize, and the first is that understanding the needs of the younger generation coming up is something that we need to listen to them and understand what their needs are. And so there's been a number of initiatives that Joe and his team at Folkways have put together just recently to help with that.
So I think the big thing that we saw in some of our early research was we did an economic and social return model. So we said, what's the return on investment when we think about young people in our community, particularly when we think about mentorships and apprenticeships? How do we connect those students into the workforce? And the research came back saying, this is something we need to invest in. $1 put in is an $8 return for our community. And so that 8-to-1 has really been a signal for us to say the priority is to make sure students have mentorship opportunities, that they have opportunities to get an apprenticeship or an internship.
And so with the recent graduates, how do we connect them to the right jobs?
You know, I think the big thing that we're realizing, and part of it is sort of for all of us in the community, I mean, everyone that's watching today, is how do you engage with a young person? How do you meet a college student and ask them what are they interested in? Who can you introduce them to? We all know that there are thousands of open jobs in our community, and I think it's really that invitation to ask a student to say, hey, why don't you stay? You know, hey, stick around for a year and launch your career. And that's really the invitation that we're looking to put out to recent graduates.
And also elevate the retention rates, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. So how does one get involved with Campus FM?
Yeah. So right now we've got a couple different initiatives going on. With the summer season, we're running a lot of test programs as we get ready for the fall. The big thing is our Campus FM Instagram page. So that's really where we're working on directly connecting with those college students and say for students, by students, social media. So they're producing all the students as young adults in our community, talking about all the fun things going on, communicating to their peers.
Awesome. Now, do you guys also have resources like resume building and courses like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And as part of this too, we want to make sure that as those students are connecting into the community, they're connecting into the social and cultural aspects as well as just the business development aspects. And what probably should be said is Dana Duvall with the Art Partnership really started this off several years ago when she learned about an initiative called Campus Philly in Philadelphia, and brought in their director to really get us in the community, both in education, business, and just community leaders like Joe to come together to use a model that was successful there, and we've kind of begged and borrowed and stole pieces of that for here. So it's that combination of cultural connectivity and quality of life with the need to connect into the business community as well.
Wow, what a great networking tool for the Fargo-Moorhead area. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and letting us in on Campus FM.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Next up on our show, we will be talking to the great Grace Parisi, the food stylist of the recipes, here on Norte Cover Today.